From fully booked planes to crowded trains and lengthy ferry queues. For many, today's been a dash to get home. Thousands of British tourists are currently in France. They had 30 hours notice to get back or face 2 weeks in quarantine. It's one of 6 new countries on Britain's so-called red list. It includes the Netherlands too, and that's brought heartache for the Ingalls. Sophie's off to start a new life studying in Amsterdam. Her parents were meant to accompany her over. Now she has to go alone.
Bit of a shock, really, since we only found out yesterday that my parents wouldn't be able to come along too, so yeah, didn't realise that this was going to be the last day of the 3 of us together for, well, what could be a few more months, so.
It means thousands of cancelled holidays, thousands of hopes dashed. The Bradfords live in France. Their children and grandchildren were meant to be arriving tomorrow. They haven't seen them in months, and they're devastated.
Today has been pretty sad all round, with lots of communicating.
Emails and photos, all that sort of thing, going backwards and forwards, and a family mix. We all chat online from time to time, but it's not the same as actually having them here and having fun.
And those rushing back have faced stress and soaring prices. Some flights cost over 6 times as much as on Saturday, and the Eurotunnel quickly sold out. Those arriving by Eurostar grateful but frustrated.
Would rather be at home and be safe and spend £200 to get an emergency train back than stay and take risks.
In Paris, people are tense, but I have the feeling that here, when we arrived at the train station, people were more tense. Yes.
I'd kind of been on the edge of my seat for a little while, and then thought last night that everything was going to be fine. And then obviously 10 o'clock the news came in, so it was a bit gutting, really.
A stressful day for those arriving, but the government insists this action is necessary. Infection rates in France have gone up 66% in just the last week. By contrast, the numbers here are reasonably steady and largely under control. Maintaining that is clearly the priority. And behind the cancelled trips is a travel industry embattled. Oliver's Travels offers properties across Europe. 30% of the staff are still furloughed. They say this is another huge blow.
It is devastating, but this is the environment that we live in, and we'll all sort of do our best for our customers and clients. It would be great to just get a bit more sort of clarity from the government. We understand that there is this situation, but it's just deeply upsetting.
We may have known this was coming, but for those longing for a holiday, the disappointment's still bitter. Helen Ann Smith, Sky News.